They wave the flags and light the fireworks today like it means something. They'll tell you we're free. They'll toast to independence. They'll dress it up in red, white, and blue. But deep down, every soul still connected to truth feels the lie burning underneath it all. This isn't freedom. This is theater on top of a dying empire. This is a nation addicted to appearances and terrified of reality, because the truth is, America isn't free. The people aren't sovereign, the land isn't sacred, and the ones running this system would rather let the whole damn world collapse than lose 1 ounce of their power. But I'm not here to mourn. I'm not here to beg. I'm not here to fight a war with guns or take power with politics. I'm here to light the match. Because the revolution isn't coming with noise and fire. It's coming in quiet defiance through the hands of the people who keep the machine alive. Not the presidents, not the bankers, not the billionaires. I'm talking about the meter reader who doesn't shut off a family's electricity. The water guy who refuses to cut a supply to a grandmother in a trailer park. The nurse who walks out of a hospital filled with corruption and opens a healing tent in her front yard. The truck driver who stops shipping for Walmart and starts hauling food for his neighbors. The farmer who stops selling to grocery chains and gives produce to anyone who's hungry. This is the revolution they never prepared for. Not bloodshed, not chaos, but compassionate mutiny. Refusal. Quiet, unshakable refusal to keep feeding the beast that's devouring the people. And this is how we win. We don't win by smashing windows. We win by keeping the lights on without sending the bill. We win by keeping the water running without obeying the corporate order. We win by growing food and giving it away. We win when the people who actually make the world function choose love over fear, people over profit, and truth over policy. Because when those workers realize they are the real power, the entire empire collapses without a single shot fired. You want to stop this machine? You don't need a vote. You don't need permission. You need a plumber with a conscience, a mechanic with a soul, a tech guy who knows the grid and says, "Not today." A nurse who says, "We will not let them die for a lack of insurance." A farmer who says, "Let them eat, even if they're broke." You want to know the true founding fathers of the new world? They're the ones fixing your transmission for free. They're the ones repairing power lines in the dark and refusing to charge the poor. They're the quiet giants who serve humanity while flipping off the kings. The old system will fall. That's not a threat. That's a guarantee. It's already happening. The money's a lie. The leaders are puppets. The laws serve only those who write them. And the people holding this together with bleeding hands and exhausted hearts, they're waking up. They're seeing through the illusion. They're realizing they don't need masters. They don't need permission. And they don't need to keep sacrificing their time, their labor, their dignity just to stay alive in a rigged game. Let the empire rot. Let the corporations crumble. Let the banks eat each other, but don't let a single soul go cold or hungry or die in the dark. Not because the system failed, but because we were too scared to act. This isn't about abandoning society. This is about reclaiming it. Reclaiming medicine from the pharmaceutical machine. Reclaiming food from corporate supply chains. Reclaiming energy from monopolies that would rather let you freeze than miss a payment. Reclaiming work from the gods of endless profit and turning it back into sacred service. We're not here to burn it all down. We're here to starve the parasite and feed the people. And yes, it will take courage. Yes, some will try to shut us down. They'll call us thieves, radicals, traitors. But we are not traitors to the people. We are traitors to the system that betrayed the people first. If doing the right thing means breaking the rules, then let the rules break like dry bones in our hands. If obeying the system means watching children go without water or elders die alone, then let disobedience become holy. So, this 4th of July, I will not celebrate the lie of freedom while millions suffer under debt, illness, addiction, and silence. I will not sing to the flag while this land groans under the weight of poisoned rivers and stolen dreams. I will not pretend we are free while a billion souls still beg for dignity from corrupt hands. Instead, I will look to the ones keeping the lights on, the ones turning the wrenches, stocking shelves, driving trucks, healing wounds, planting seeds. I will celebrate the quiet warriors, the sacred defiers, the ones who stay at their posts not for profit, not for orders, but for love. For the people, for the earth, for the future we still have time to build. You want revolution? Find the ones who know how to keep the lights on and convince them not to flip the switch for the system, but for humanity. Show them they don't have to choose between survival and soul. Show them we have their backs. Feed them, house them, love them, and lift them up as the heroes they truly are. Because when the line workers and the water techs and nurses and farmers refuse to obey and choose to serve instead, the empire ends quietly and a new world begins in silence with a heartbeat, and we never go back.